In this video, we'll try to understand how to calculate your ZAP savings based on the ZAP earning predictions which we provide you in the email. So you can download the document which we provide you in the email once you register. And once you have that Excel sheet, you can basically input a lot of parameters like the city of your residence, the car type, the fuel type, the mode of funding, and the down payment, etc. So I'll show you how to do that. So for example, you can select the city of residence by choosing one of these options in the drop down. Right now, ZAP is operational in 5 cities, but soon we'll be launching a few more cities. So let's assume you're from Bangalore, and you go ahead and select Bangalore, and you can also select the car type here. Either it's a hatchback, premium hatchback, SUV, compact sedan, etc. So I can choose any of the options based on the choice of my car. So I'll today choose a hatchback, and the fuel type also you can choose based on your preference. So for example, I'll choose a petrol car here, and the mode of funding you can either go for a loan or buy on your own fund. So let's say we go for a loan here, and the ex showroom price can be got from popular websites like carwale.com. So here, go to the new car section and you can check the on-road price. For example, I am looking for a Maruti Swift here. So since I chose petrol version, I'll choose an LXI. You can choose pretty much any variant here based on your preference. So I'll choose a petrol version manual here. And you can see the ex-showroom price is about 4,97,000. So you can input the same number here, 4,97,282. So based on this, you can arrive at your on-road price of the car. You can also choose the number of days you would like to list on ZAP. Since this is a fractional car ownership model, you can list as much as you wish to, the minimum being 100 hours every month. So for example, I list for 10 weekdays and let's say 8 weekends. So you can see the savings amount here. So you save up to 74%. So I'll explain how you arrive at this number. So based on the ex-showroom price you've entered here, we calculate the on-road price. So this is a comparative table between self-use and ZAP. So the leftmost column in these two, meaning these numbers indicate the respective sections of a self-use car, whereas these numbers indicate the same numbers for ZAP. For example, the on-road price, based on the ex-showroom price, we calculate the on-road price of the car after you add your insurance, your road taxes, your registration costs, etc. So you can notice that the on-road price of a ZAP car is much lesser than your normal self-use car, because you save a lot on the road taxes because it's a commercial car. And similarly, if you go to this EMI section, we have assumed a loan of almost the full amount here, so that you can basically vary. For example, if you are paying a down payment of let's say 80,000 rupees, your loan amount comes down by that much. And for example, with this loan amount, the EMI per month of a self-use car would be around 13,158 rupees, and the same EMI for a ZAP car would be about 11,600. You save about 1,500 rupees per month on the EMI, just because of these savings you have on ZAP, about 76,000 rupees. Again, as I said, this is primarily due to the road tax you save in Bangalore. And similarly, if you list for about 18 days, which includes 10 weekdays and 8 weekends, you earn about 12,287 rupees based on these 18 days of listing. So if you list more, for example, you put the car on ZAP for 12 weekdays, the number changes, and you basically earn about 13,349 for 20 days of listing. And with this amount, you basically save up to 85% on your ownership costs. For example, your effective cost on a self-use car would be around 14,401. So this includes down payment, insurance, tax registration, EMI maintenance, and also resale value and the taxes. So in case of a ZAP car, your effective cost would be only rupees 2,186, because you earn this much 13,349 in terms of the rentals you earn by listing for 20 days on ZAP. So over a 30-month period, you save up to 3,66,000 by listing your car, every month for 20 days. And this is entirely, up to you, because based on your individual requirement, you can choose to list for as many days as possible. For example, if I list more, for example, I list for 23 days, you in fact earn more and you save more thereby. So this sheet is very comprehensive and based on a lot of accurate assumptions. For example, I'll try to explain each of the assumptions which we made here. So the ex-showroom price again was entered, referring to a neutral player like Carwale, and where you'll see the up-to-date price based on the choice of car and the variant you choose. And on ZAP, you get about 30,000 rupees discount, because we work special discounts with OEMs, and this is beyond the dealership discounts you typically get. So your ex-showroom price will be slightly lesser, about by 30,000 rupees in case of a ZAP car. And also the road tax and permit for a typical self-use car would be around 69,600 for a car worth 4,97,000 ex-showroom price. Whereas for a ZAP car, the road tax and permit is only rupees 1,740 in Bangalore. This may change based on the city, so you can go ahead and change the city according to the city of your residence. So and the insurance would be around 19,000 rupees for a car worth 4,97,000 ex-showroom price. The insurance is slightly higher in ZAP because we go for a zero dip full cover insurance. This helps us in getting multiple claims per year possible, and this also reduces the overall accident cost, because this is a commercial car with higher usage. But however, the earnings you make on ZAP more than compensates for the slight increase in the insurance costs. And we also mandate roadside assistance that helps for seamlessly recovering the car, whenever during a breakdown or an accident, etc. And we also install an IoT device which costs about rupees 12,000, which would not be there in a typical self-use car. But with ZAP car, we enable KLE, which is keyless entry, and make the booking, meaning pickup and drop-offs, very seamless with this technology. Hence, there's a slight cost, which is there upfront, which is about rupees 12,000. So if you include all these, the total on-road price of a self-use car would be around 5,86,700. This is for a Maruti Swift petrol version, the basic version. You can change the car model accordingly, and the numbers will change here. And for a ZAP car, it comes to about 5,22,000. Most of the savings are from the discounts you get, and also the difference in the on-road price. And we have also included the yearly tax. So this is for year 2 and this is for year 3. And in a case where the commercial car is run more, and the resale value is slightly lesser, so we have accounted for a 45% resale value. And interest rate is based on the interest rate we entered here. So typically we work with financial partners where the interest rate is anywhere between 9.9% and 13%. For example, with IDFC Bank, the interest rate is about 11.25%. So this you can enter based on the actual interest rate you get. Okay, so and your earnings goes up here. So again, coming to the assumptions sheet. So we discuss about, so this is the insurance rate we talked about. And coming to the year 2 and year 3 insurance, so it will be about 31,000 and 25,000 odd rupees in year 2 and year 3 respectively. Please note that all these cars have to be borne by the associate, since the car is fractionally shared, and the associate will also be using the car. So these are some of the assumptions based on our car rental experience of about 4 years with over 3,000 cars. So the average rental we command during the weekdays is 120 rupees per hour, and on the weekends it's about 150 rupees. And you know that in the fractional car sharing program of ZAP, Zoom Car takes about 25% cut on the gross revenue made. And over the past 4 years, we have consistently seen utilization rates of about 60% on the weekdays and 78% on the weekend. So we've accounted for that. And the fuel price of a petrol fuel cost is about rupees 75 per liter. And we assume a mileage of 17 in case of a ZAP car. Okay. So we also taken into account a slightly higher maintenance costs, but again, like many other charges, this is pretty much compensated by the earnings. Even if you list for 15 days, the savings is much higher compared to these slightly higher maintenance costs. But however, we have taken into these taken these into account. And the in-car device which Zoom Car installed, which is the IoT device, also comes with a 900 rupees per month running cost, and the VAT rate is about 14.5%. So these are basically numbers that you've input in this section. So 15 and 18, 15 weekdays and 8 weekends. So these are the numbers. So based on these calculations, we arrived at these numbers. So if you list slightly lower, if you are using the car more in a particular month, let's say you list for about 12 days, you can see you can save about 87%. Whereas if you list for 10 weekdays and 8 weekends, you save up to 79% on your EMIs. So again, these columns are very important, and you can basically change based on your city of residence, and your type of car. Let's say you want to buy a premium sedan, the saving number should be different. So is the ex-showroom price. You can go and search for your specific car variant in websites like carwallet.com, and change the numbers accordingly. And coming to cost of ownership, so on an average, if you list for about 18 days every month, the gross revenue the car makes is about 39,700 rupees, and out of that 25% is the Zoom car cut. And after deducting the Zoom car cut, the net revenue share of associate is about 29,800 rupees, from which since the associate is bearing the fuel costs, we deduct this in the net profit or earning calculations. And we also deduct the 900 rupees monthly device charge, and the service and maintenance cost would be approximately 2,500 for the given listing period. However, please note that this is not a compulsory cost, whereas this is only a cost that has to be borne on actuals. For example, the car requires a service and maintenance every 10,000 kilometers. So it takes about 3 months to go to that 10,000 kilometers. So this is not a strictly a monthly charge, but this is an average reflection in your monthly sheet. and post these deductions, your net rental will be about 14,000, from which about 1,700 is deducted as VAT, and you save on an average about 12,200 per month if you list for 20 days. So if you change these numbers, if you make it 12 and then 8, so which is about 20 days, so your numbers change accordingly. So it was previously 12,200, it became 13,300. So the more you list, for example, you list for about 15 weekdays and 8 weekends, your earnings go up. So you get about 14,900, almost 15,000 after all the deductions. So I hope this is clear. So just to reiterate, these are the sections wherein you can input all the fields based on the choice of car, your city, the fuel type. You can also change the down payment. If you would like to pay more, you can save slightly on the interest rates here. For example, I put 1,50,000 as down payment. Your savings go up a little because the loan amount is lesser. So I hope this is very clear, and please go ahead and input your numbers and understand your savings here, and a comparative savings between self-used car and ZAP car can be found here. Thank you.